hair.
That is true.
Mm-hmm. Then there's no reason for you not to just cut the hair off and go back to his normal life.
It just regrows.
Get it
Yeah.
trimmed?
I mean,
It doesn't even say that it regrows. That's the dumb part.
So yes, but no. It is very traumatic to get a mutation removed, and might cause insanities.
Huh.
Some of us already have a few points.
I technically I have one insanity point,
Mm-hmm.
Rolf has 2.
but let me just quickly check that. I have
I
have one insanity point.
The rat. So the rat is still playing the organ, and 2 other rats pop out of from under it and start pushing it down away from the green smoke.
I like the fact though. Okay, yeah, I quite like the one you chose because it specifically it's very specific with who can see it.
So to answer everyone's questions, I decided to go in the opposite direction with it.
Instead of being terrifying as fuck, he looks normal.
Exactly.
Yeah. How many points does it take to receive the chaos mutation talents? Just quickly.
What do you mean?
1, 3, 5, and
the
10?
fear talents?
Yeah.
Mutations and fear.
1, 2, 5, and 10. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that okay. I gained the medicine talent. Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah, same.
Wait. Do you have fear points for your things?
I have fear 1.
Yeah, then you are menacing plus 10. But you also look normal, so unless they see it, you don't.
It's like that only comes into effect when someone is fighting you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're just gonna see this
Fear
magnificent
1.
lion mane pop out
it's-
of nowhere as he's fighting.
No. Here's the thing: when engaged in melee combat, it's only your opponent.
Yeah, so they see your brilliant mane of hair. Holy shit! What is this fucking Sigma reborn? Poor Sigma though, he's gonna get hit in the head and instantly die and be like, I should have worn a hell. Oh man, that's actually fucking dramatic as all hell. Like you start fighting and suddenly they see this magnificent lion's mane come up from your head. That's great.
So, as Steel Eye has fallen, though, a number of things happen. So first, the more perceptive of you start to pick it up first, but soon all of you can smell it. A distinctive musk almost sits on the city. It almost smells of fear itself. And as you go and you see various Skaven around, as they seem to start smelling it, they get this blank look in their eye and just run. They're fleeing the city, they're fleeing underground. Just, if something looks dangerous, they are not going near it. The next thing you hear, well, the next of it is one that you hear. Echoing from over the Talbestan, you hear the sounds of a horn, multiple horns. Siegfried recognizes these horns. It's the Imperial Army. So over the course of next about hour and a half, they've stormed the High Watch on the Wizard's Way and are now pouring into the city.
So we're just sitting here with our small army of knights that we did this with, as the army just shows up.
Do you go back to your base, or Like, where are you guys going while all this is happening? Because it is over the course of a couple hours.
I would
I
assume we
mean,
would.
I think we should go see if the leader of the city's safe now.
I mean, we have our army. The rats are fleeing. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Try and find her. See if we can get her out. Mm.
Yeah.
Where are you wanting to search?
I mean, they were holed up in the law district, right? Most of them. Hmm.
As you guys enter the law district, and it's rather easy now because there's no, you just have to get across the barricade.
Mm-hmm.
You do see what few Skaven are still remaining to fight are being quickly wiped out by what looks like a contingent of dwarves. Let's see, what was... Where's my key? As they pour out of the Temple of Verena and the from the law quarter, which is this building, one of the biggest buildings in the law district, the dwarves just held up in, because it's the Temple of Verena. I think that's the dwarf goddess.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
As you search, though, you do not find any sign of the Countess.
Mm-hmm.
Over the course of the next few hours, the more Imperial troops keep not charging in as much, but still entering the city, and are effectively putting the entire city under martial law at this point.
Mm-hmm. Well, at that point, I believe it's time to go and meet them with our small army of knights and welcome our saviors, I suppose, to town. Mm. No? Anyone objects, or do we head in?
No argument here.
So
No.
we march with what remains of our small army towards the camp, holding up, I don't know if it's white flags or whatever.
For the most part, the various people,
Mhm.
like not the knights, but the various people over these few hours have mostly dispersed and are going to retake what their lives of what they can.
Yep. Then the knights it is.
Mhm.
Our job was to rescue them, not to do anything else. So yeah. With the Knights of Myrmidia holding a flag, if we have a flag, otherwise we just zoom in, I suppose. Mm.
Have a shirt, put it on a spear or something.
Yeah, that sounds good. So they don't just shoot us when they see a small a contingent show up. Mhm. So yeah, with whatever flags we could gather, regalia showing us not to be ratmen, not to be cultists, believe us. We gather up our knights and head towards the army that's currently pouring into the town.
The knights, actually do not follow you.
Oh.
They wish you well in your endeavors. Suggest that you don't do this, given some of your looks.
They will kill
And
us.
head to their temple themselves.
Mhm.
The Temple of Myrmidia themselves.
Yeah.
It's like, in fact, you all should follow us.
Agreed. The Imperial Army will
No
kill us.
gratitude, no thankfulness.
No.
I suppose I shouldn't have expected this. Let's go to the middle media.
There is a couple important things we need to discuss.
Okay. Works for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we head in.
So as you get to the Temple of Myrmidia, you see that Grigory, the noble that was helping you, is there.
Mm-hmm.
And he's kind of like, him and the Knight Captain are you are led to a meeting room where they are sitting, and they motion for you to sit.
We do so.
We are forever thankful for your aid.
Ah,
None of
and
you are from here. This wasn't your fight. You were stuck here like the rest of us, but you could have easily fled into the main crater itself and hidden away until whatever this was resolved.
I'm a soldier of the Empire, would not run from the enemies.
Still, it is something you could have done, no?
That much is true.
Griffon smiles, but then it would mean abandoning my friends to die for no reason. Hmm.
It's kind of shrug. Like, it's like, the fact is you still chose to fight.
Mhm. Yeah.
And for that, Talabheim will ever be in your debt.
Like,
However, that is also the issue.
yeah, it's never that easy.
Griffon sighs. I saw this coming. Hmm.
You have to leave. Quickly.
For else we will meet our ends at the rescuing army, you mean?
The rescuing army or the...
That too. However, would you agree that you all were the most prominent defenders of Talabheim?
I see where this is going.
Due to Talabheim's laws, they're very clear in this. You all now own Talabheim.
Griffon bursts out laughing over the table, looks up,
I
realizes
look like I
Sirius
want to
laugh
say.
harder.
We do not...
Whatever you're saying, you have to say it over Griffon's laughter. He has his first true laughter in the first
we
time
do-
in weeks.
Who is going to listen to us, though?
That's precisely the issue. No one, and they're going to kill you. Because legally, you own Talabheim.
I kind of thought they would kill us because, you know, and I point at my head, I point at the Griffon's mutation.
Yeah, that's the only ones I could see.
Yeah, you don't get points, Siegfried, bitch. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't point at Siegfried, I point at Griffon.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hmm?
honestly, he could probably tuck his away. Dwarves are weird. You, yeah, they'd probably kill you, but
Mhm.
they might. I'd honestly it'd be 50-50 whether they kill the rest of you from association.
Yeah.
But
Like-
I mean, also, like
Hmm?
because you own Talabheim, like
Yes.
that's
Because we own
Thank you.
Talabheim.
you guys currently own the city.
That's so funny.
And being owners of the city, that also technically means you own the land. Telebikland.
Yes, we need to. We need to leave.
Everyone just laughs. Mother and father, if you'd see me now, from a small noble to the owner of dukedom. Oh man, I want to tell them so much.
There's a knock at the door, and the knight commander says enter, and it is, I forget her name, but it is the knight that was helping you. And she walks in, sets a bag of what you can only assume is money of some sort from the clink clink down on the table, gives you all a nod, wishes you well, and departs.
Before we leave, do you know of anyone that can help us with these? As he points to Griffon and Rolf.
Any way to purify the flesh? To not be affront in the eyes of Sigmar?
You know, this calls for.
Oh, heresy, burning, purging. He does not. He does not.
Both the noble and the knight commander shake their heads. The only way I know of is the Inquisition's method, the witch hunters.
Yes.
Burning,
not.
fiery. Mm.
No, that is if you try to run from them. If you turn yourself in, they give you a quick, merciful death.
Stabbing, painful death. Mm.
Gunshot to the back of the head, usually.
Uh-huh.
I suppose in the meanwhile, then I will. Siegfried is correcting himself.
Griffon looks at him. Well, I have a proposition for you all. I happen to need to meet somebody in Kislev.
Let's leave the city. I have someone I can ask.
Mm-hmm. If we make our way towards Kislev, we could you could help me out while we try and find a cure for this, and hopefully get away from the militia, which we so ungratefully is trying to kill us. Well, not the militia. The army is technically not trying to kill us, but that's trying to kill us anyway. I'm a duke. That's so funny.
Technically, this also makes you elector counts. One of you, at least.
Yeah.
We just go through a democracy to.
Although we do not have front
yes,
bank.
I'm sure the emperor would love the idea of what was it called? Sorry, I completely forgot. A stallion dwarf being an elector count, like holy
A
shit.
mutated stallion dwarf.
A mutated stallion dwarf elector count. Oh. Yeah, no, I'd be hunted down by like the biggest, baddest group of killers in the entire emperor. That's so funny.
Well, if we can find a way to cure ourselves,
Yes.
even I can feel that something has changed.
Oh, and someone heal farmer here. What's his name? He's before we go.
Yes, we
Sure.
can get you some healing. We still have some connections with the Stallions. They would be willing to before we left and not say anything.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be great.
Much appreciated.
In the bag of gold is 600 gold.
Nice. 600 gold. All right. Over 5 people, right? Or 6. Or 6, right?
The 6 of you is just Simon's not here.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's 100 gold each.
100 gold each.
Okay.
Nice.
Or
Mhm.
you could split it up some other way if you wanted.
Yeah.
Nah, we
100
can.
gold each for now, and we'll figure it out later. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just some things are more expensive than others, so maybe we want to spend money to help out buy a gun for the guy. For
Yeah.
Rolf.
For sure, we're definitely sharing this money to get the stuff we need, but
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I actually have money.
I will do 500 experience
Ooh,
Nice.
and a fate point.
nice.
Oh, nice. Woo!
Nice.
Yeah, you got it back.
Yay!
Mhm. All right. What do you think about Duke Griffon Golucci?
Well, at least we probably know what our next stuff is going to be. Trying to find a fucking cure for these mutations.
And if none of you have any other ideas, and are you willing to follow Duke Griffon Golucci's plan to head to Kislev?
I mean, I think that is part of the plan, isn't it? To at least try and find someone, because there was a good place to start as any.
Yep. It's a bit of a road, but it also takes us further away from the city in case of somebody, be it rat or human, wants to get some revenge.
There's also one very important thing. If anyone has knowledge law or knowledge history, they can roll it. And I will check to see if Simon has those things.
Knowledge what, sorry?
Law or history.
I don't. Oh my god, my int is so bad right now. Fuck me.
I think Duke Griffin.
You finally saw it.
I don't even know what form of fucking. I don't even know what form fucking 17 int would take. Yeah.
I mean, the way we've been saying it like now, it's just been education, lack of education. You're just a peasant. If you want to be dumb,
You're basically just starting to forget things.
yeah,
Yeah.
like you're starting to forget even some of the things you remember. Honestly, that's kind of a grim thing. You're just starting to forget.
Starting to forget who he is. Ugh.
Honestly, that's kind of grim, but kind of makes sense.
I pulled up Siegfried on accident. That's why I was like, "What the fuck? Why is there like no knowledge is here?" Oh wait, no, I want Zagreus.
Zagreus.
Okay, 500 XP. Okay, what the fuck do I want? Ugh.
Theology, history, necromancy. Why is
The knight career may be a little bit off right now.
historically, Kislev does not. Okay, I won't say they don't discriminate against mutants because they certainly do. They don't kill them.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's lucky for Griffon, who's just looking for the guy who his lead led him to.
Well, just watch. Okay, we go to Kislev and the end times start.
5 minutes in, just the fucking end time kicks right in the door. We're like, bruh.
It was just the storm of chaos. So
I mean, I like the.
In universe, you got like 20 years, I think. I don't know.
Yeah. So on the upside, we're probably going to be dealing with a lot of like leftover Chaos Raiders.
Oh no, dude, that makes sense.
I was also looking into ways to get rid of Chaos mutations.
The only questionable possible way is that Lore of Light spell. Or it's gonna get chopped off.
Yeah, as I say, you can you can chop off like vestigial parts, but I think you can also go to like a surgeon. I'm pretty sure.
And like the surgeon can remove, like technically doesn't say whether or not like certain ones can be removed, but like yes, Griffin can surgically remove his skin, but then he won't have skin.
Yeah, that's kind of a dumb fucking idea, so let's not.
I guess technically yes, we could remove Vorolf's enlarged head and neck.
Yeah, that's
the also back to the Witch Hunter method of
yeah, you're just sit there with an extra step, dude.
What is it I need remaining for this career? I've got the advancement scheme completed, I think.
What trappings do you need for Highwayman?
A lot.
Oh, I haven't. Fuck.
I have one damage pistol, so that's that. I would need a second pistol. I would need powder and ammunition for 20 shots, and I would need Nobles clothes and a fucking horse with saddles and harness.
I feel like we can definitely buy a horse on the way.
How they fucking give us a horse if we have to fucking flee the city? The fucking cheap bastards.
So a number of the knights are leading you out of the city through the sewers and then tunnels under the Talbestan. And when they emerge on the other side, there is indeed another knight waiting with 6 horses.
Hell yeah, riding horses acquired.
Nice.
I'm gonna look at her and roll my eyes and just do the elf whistle thing.
Does anything happen after you do it, or do you look silly?
I have no idea what an elf whistle thing is, so that is a question for what is supposed to happen when that happens.
According to the Warhammer lore, elves can just summon their companion horses whenever they want.
That's pretty cool.
Sure. It shows up. I'm giving you a horse anyways.
Because I gotta be difficult. That's the only reason why. Because I gotta be fucking difficult.
It's like, you know what? I was thinking about it, and it's like, I mean, that's kind of silly to like just give it to you, but it's so like, you know what? I'm giving you a horse anyway, so fuck it. Sure.
Okay.
All right. And with that, We've saved Talabstone, and the Empire is forever grateful for our aid,
Oh,
and shall
buckets.
remember our names for all of eternity. Yeah,
That's
fucking hell no.
1, 5.
This is going to be a small footnote in Talabstone history, and our names are probably going to be misspelled.
Not even that. As they see you off, their departing words are, "May the blessings of noble Tal and mighty Sigmar be with you always."
And may Mervidia shine upon you. He nods back.
Thank
Hey,
you.
Sigma.
After the events of these past few weeks, the Eye of the Forest gets back to business as usual as quickly as possible. The damage caused by the Skaven is swiftly repaired with hard work. The many citizens lost during the infestation are replaced with a number of Hochland refugees and others who are interested in permanently emigrating to Talabheim. Many of the citizens of Talabheim begin willfully rewriting their own history, insisting that it was merely rat-like men who invaded their city, ignoring all traces of Skaven's technology, much of which was swiftly appropriated by Imperial engineers. And in Temple Myrmidia, where only the bravest are allowed to venture, a statue depicting the party is reverently placed with a small pack that reads simply, "We remember."
You know, I'll
Nice.
take it.
That's great. Actually, I like that.
Yeah, that's as good as it gets in Warhammer.
So that's 1.
That's great. Actually, I really like that ending. But yeah. And with that, we are victorious.
Big.
Thank you for this campaign, Zach. It was a good time.
Wait, so that was Terra.
And so our party, wearier and tired, but also a lot more experience, venture forth towards new adventures.
Swim, set trap, so that's 3. Because that was set trap, swim, drive.
Matt, are you taking the 200 for the quick reload?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, would you still permit that?
Yes. There'll be a bit of
I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, in character fluff wise, we can say that Kadra is offering some mentorship.
There'll be a bit of downtime as you guys are just basically going to be traveling. And whether or not I think of something to happen before you reach Kislev.
For sure.
Okay, there we go. I've spent the XP, the 500 XP.
I mean, honestly, like, this isn't like D&D where you get attacked around every corner.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that exactly what it is when you get attacked around every corner?
And there's very specific places that you're more likely to be attacked. Like, if we were going through the fucking Draken world, we'd probably get attacked
around every corner.
Well, at least now we have a hook in that a lot of us have chaos mutations, so it's probably best that we try and seek out a cure for those.
Yep.
But out of curiosity, is the Kislev thing like also part of some module, or we are entering uncharted territory?
You're entering. I'll say that's about 50-50. There's things that I can pull from for events, and that I'll likely do. Like I can still get maps of all the cities and stuff.
Yeah. Obviously, though, if you want us to go somewhere else, that's fine too. I just have a hook to go to Kislev, so that's where I'm heading.
Kislev.
I mean, now Rolf has literally nowhere to go, so he follows Siegfried.
That may be a mistake.
Do not worry. What was it? The 40K light?
We live together, and we're gonna die together, either through enemies or through mutations.
Oh my god! I've just realized my head is so fucking exposed right now.
He'll just look at Siegfried and say, "You may be human, but you've definitely proven your worth." Let me ask the Elven Seers if they know what they can do for you.
That would be appreciated.
Then I point back towards the forest. You stay at the edge. Don't enter.
Mm-hmm.
That would be appreciated.
That it would. Oh man, I gotta tell. I really wish that would be great. I really would wish to tell my parents back at home I'm a duke. And and the thing you call it, elector count. Yes, that would be great.
It was a nice idea, even if only for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I find myself struggling to remember the events. It's all just a blur.
I mean, I also like that we are essentially like head bros, or rather exposed head bros, because my head also like I don't have helmet due to mutation.
Yes, big brothers, big heads.
However, now I'm the smarter one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
God, fucking Inner 17. Fuck me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, orientation says it's a talent. I can't find it.
What?
I was just looking at the career advancements, seeing what I got left. I literally have 1 skill and 20 weapon skill. Or 1 talent and 20 weapon skill, and I could advance to Ghost Rider.
Nice.
So I've still got a fair bit to go until Sergeant, but yeah. I've
Probably not, so I could use a couple advancements to boost up Silent Move.
Holy shit.
I've got... So what have I got? I don't think I want to actually focus on the range stuff now that I think about it.
All I have to say is, the Wood Elf says don't enter the forest.
Hmm?
Yeah, welcome
the
to
forest is so...
yeah,
fucking
welcome to
Athlone
the
is so...
fucking old world.
Don't
Athlone
enter
is
the
so...
forest.
No, why would we enter the forest?
That's a nice looking map.
That's actually a really nice one.
That's actually pretty nice.
Oh yeah, that's great.
It's just like, oh, don't enter the forest. Wait a minute. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's
God.
a big forest, you gotta say. But to be fair, it's probably something like don't step up the path or something silly. Mhm. Hey, we're pretty close to Kislev. Easy. Well, close.
Well, essentially, it's going to be don't follow me into the forest because they get fucking lost or murdered.
Yeah, or both.
The big sort of issue with going through like Athlone is that we're going to be going through a lot of Reichland, or not Reichland, the Empire, and the last thing we want is to be caught out by them.
There is a cadre of Wood Elves in the Dreckenwald Forest.
Oh, nice.
Let's go. We're just gonna head to this forest that'll kill us. Is it like up here actually towards Larlorn?
Dracwell Forest is right here. Mm.
No, we mean there is a card of Wood Elves. Jay is correct with that, but yeah, I can't quite remember where.
I thought it was more in Larlorn.
I think it might be in Laurelon because I think it is in Laurelon because they come into and it is in Total Warhammer. They come into a conflict with Nordland a lot.
Oop, I did not mean to do that. Remove.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Oh, yeah, so what have I got to get? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to grab. I don't think I'm going to grab like the range talents now. I think about it.
Get the Wood Elf book.
I got to grab range talent to advance my class. It's scam.
Because it seems like going sword and board is working out really well for Siegfried.
It is. I need to put fucking 20 points in the bow skill then to advance.
To make sure the horses have saddle and harness, right?
Yes.
Yes. But that's how you ride them.
Mm-hmm.
Jace does it.
Never did in real life, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Wood Elf horses don't need it.
No,
Actually, question.
Elven horses are
I don't want to be like a freaking vulture, but I'm gonna like beg if necessary, like a beggar. But would the noble guy that was helping us, like, would it be possible to like to give him for him to give me like a hood and a mask?
Actually, I feel like this is perfectly in character. Hiding your.
I could make a charm check if
He looks
possible.
at you and shrugs. And like, yes, they can get you a hood and mask. Noble's clothes. He's not going to do that though.
Mhm.
Like if you ask, he'll just kind of like look at you weird and be like, "Why the fuck do you need noble's clothes?"
Mhm.
Oh, because I'm not sure if like I understand like translation proper how it's written, because I assume that it's hood or mask, and to added to that I need like general noble's clothes or
Yes,
noble's
correct.
garb.
So he's giving you the hood and mask. You get both,
Okay.
just because. Why not? That'll help cover.
Oh,
Yep.
you.
How close are you to the next career, Rolf? Mm.
If I got my trappings, I could take it. Either not now, because I did spend my experience points on.
Mhm. Oh yeah, the quick reload. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Plus, I basically the only thing I didn't take just yet from Outlaw is Streetwise talent. I took literally everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, for out of career stuff, if you have a good in or out of character reason for taking something and offer it to me, like I'll be final arbiter obviously, but like, let me know.
Yeah.
Because like it's, hey, I want this thing that fits my character, but my career paths don't actually give it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can either go find a career that does, or just pay extra.
Yeah, the thing with my reload was my bad, and when we found out, I adjusted.
I mean, I don't feel like it was much your bad as the like class was like just didn't give it for some reason.
I think it seems to be very sort of empire centric and firearm. I don't know. Yeah, firearms are supposed to be.
Firearms also work with rapid reload.
Yeah.
In fact, Akbar's Sparker has it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. I've
It's
marked the Wood Elf settlements that are in the Empire.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow, there's one. Oh, there's one here. I didn't even
Then
realize.
there's some spooky shit over here, but we don't talk about that.
What, vampires? No, that's it.
Are you talking about the Wildwood?
Yeah.
That's one of the Wildwoods. The Wildwood is where you never want to go. Let me change color.
Man, Griffon has gone way off from Estalia, like taking the fucking
Deep here,
sea route all the way up
small,
here.
and then like all the way here.
Mm-hmm.
You can thank the dwarfs for that one.
Man, I can't wait to get to sergeant. Ugh.
So, would the Wood Elves actually be able to help? Would they have access to the Lore of Light?
They have
Use that
access
kind
to
of stuff?
lore of light, lore of life, lore of beasts, and lore of Ethel Lauren.
Okay. And would they help?
Or are they gonna send us on a mission quest?
They would help humans that they deem worthy.
Okay.
Well,
So
Like,
I think
they're xenophobic, but not complete idiots.
So I think
They're
the
not
question
white people.
the question leads is what's Kadra's standing in the Elf society? How much his worth is worth for his people?
Well,
Mhm.
Every
You
elf
know
is worth something in the Elven society.
Oh, okay.
There's like no
Well-
class structure.
Huh. Probably why they're doing so.
well, you know what? Sounds like to me that means you guys need a trial.
Uh-oh. Well, that's how we're gonna start the next session. Tied up and ready to be executed. With Cater going, "You fucking idiot! You failed the trial."
What kind of trial?
I think you meant like something to prove ourselves,
Yes.
as opposed
And-
to, hey, guess what? You've been executed.
And if you go up to that one in the north, you know what's up around there too, right?
Beastmen, all the beastmen.
Yep.
I mean, honestly, I'd be up for it.
It's like, hey, you could kill a Minotaur and throw it down to the elves. They're like, okay, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
If I can fully up for that.
what Linus says fits within the lore, so
Yeah, and
I
I
see
feel like
why.
we're getting closer to Kislev if we do it. So it makes perfect sense to me.
And I'm sure that Cadra would know enough. Like, hey, like if we go like kill some oppressive or a lot of beastmen and like bring trophies to the elves, they're like, yeah, sure, okay.
We just do that in anticipation of being the Wood Elves.
Yes, and carry around a bunch of dead corpses all around. Where are you? What else? What else?
pretty easy to explain. Yeah, these are the guys that helped me slay a great corruptor, so...
Mhm.
It's like, we killed a Grey Seer and a bunch of Beastmen.
Mhm.
Beastmen would basically be to get the introduction, I'd bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'd
To
be
show
like,
that
what the
we're
fuck are
telling
these
the
humans
truth.
doing here? And shoot you.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, Kedra, like Elf, you're not doing very. Are you okay? You had some like humans following you, and you didn't
Yeah, we
notice them.
shot them, got them off your back, man.
Which would be like why I tell you, stay at the edge of the forest, do not chop down any trees. If you need firewood, pick up dead branches only. This is your
Mhm.
only warning.
Mm-hmm.
I am glad that Wood Elves actually do understand forest upkeep, though, and will happily cut down trees to help keep the forest healthy.
Yep, take only dead trees. They're like, this is your only warning. I won't be the one that hurts you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I know
Yeah, I'm
you guys aren't malicious. You're just stupid. The other elves won't care.
Oh, streetwise. Mm-hmm.
That
Oh
seems
yes,
like
that'll be useful.
that would make sense on Outlaw. I don't know why it's not on there.
Rapid reload.
No, Streetwise.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
I can take it. This is one of the things that is in all on Outlaw.
So it's like an either or one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's. I already took the rover before, so I'm cleaning just house. This is like literally the only thing I need to take from Outlaw to get like everything.
Mm-hmm. Also, I'm just looking at the lore of fucking fire, and by the gods, they have a lot of good fucking spells. Well, for killing stuff, that's about the only thing they know.
What?
The
I
lore
mean,
of fire.
I think the Lord
yeah.
Fire is probably like the one that you'd want to play if you want to play like a combat wizard.
Oh yeah, the coolest ones. They can cast the flaming sword of ruin, which is an impact +4 damage +1 attack weapon that they just summon. I mean, it's a 14 casting number. It's not easy to summon, but it's not hard
It's not,
either.
as I said, it's not too hard either.
Yeah, and you can use a torch to summon it to get a +2 on it. So it's just a 12 really, because you carry a bunch of torches around you for this shit.
You just get a staff that is like perpetually on fire.
No,
that'd be
torch
sick.
is the material component.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
you light the torch, like explode into fire, and that's how you use it.
That'd be a pretty cool like, artifact though.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'd love to have a flaming fucking staff. I don't think I would want to use the warp staff that we broke because I think that would just corrupt me like 3 fucking seconds. But you know,
Actually, there was nothing about that. Just the fact that you broke it is the reason I did it.
you bastard. Uh-huh. I mean, it's
I was
still
Would
wondering
you
how
like?
you guys were
Would you
breaking
like
it.
to know what it did?
yeah.
When you take ownership of the staff, it grants you access to one petty magic spell that you can just
Ooh.
cast.
That's nice, actually. Mhm.
I feel
You'd still
really
need
bad
to be able to cast spells, but
Okay.
so, like,
Then.
we give it to Simon and he could take a spell.
Mhm.
now. Could have taken the Chilean healing.
No, it's petty magic, which is very different from the actual.
Or it's either petty or lesser, but still.
Lesser magic is kind of decent. There's a couple of good ones. Blessed
think it was
weapon.
lesser.
Yeah.
Like, Divine, Arcade, Dark, doesn't matter. You can take it.
Mhm.
Yeah, let me have a quick look at. So yeah, petty magic. So because you've got petty magic, divine spell, so blessing of courage.
The
That's
best,
the
only
blessing of
get one
healing.
of
Yeah, that's
them. Lesser magic would be probably the best of them would be move, etheric armor, or skywalk, or the spell actually. Specifically, move allows you to like telepathically move something. Etheric armor gives you armor
Yep.
equal to your magic
An
characteristic.
additional lesser magic spell of his choosing.
Oh.
Selected, he cannot change the spell invested in the staff. If the
Mhm.
item changes owners, the new possessor selects a new lesser magic spell.
No, that's pretty cool. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah,
Well, that's what we get for hating magic, I suppose. Mm.
I mean, to be fair, I think we would probably gotten rid of it purely because of the fact that it's a Skaven thing.
I mean, to be fair, it was a Warpstone staff. I wasn't expecting it to be anything except corruption. Mm.
I mean that's fair because it's Skaven, so yeah, we would have destroyed it anyway, even if we had like a mage in the party. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the mage of the party might have objected.
Yeah, the mage might have objected, but we don't have a mage, so it doesn't make much sense. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But yeah. Also, I do love how you can fucking as a fire mage, you can just fire Vuzul, which is on a 1d10 with a 50% chance of succeeding. It's a casting number 6 -1 because you can use matches. Throw a magic missile with damage 4 as a half action. Just toss fireballs all around you. Mm-hmm.
I have a quick look at the Law of Sigmar. I'm looking into a backup character if Siegfried dies or mutates too much, because Siegfried has 4 mutations now, and which means he's anywhere between 1 to 8.
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere between 1 to 8 mutations that have turned into a chaos spawn.
Mm-hmm. Also, I do love how degenerate this fire blast is. You send 1d10 blast of flaming death at 1 or more opponents. Fire blast a magic missile with damage 4. So potentially 10d10 plus 40 damage.
Man, I really like the fucking. I really like the Law of Sigmar.
What's the Lord Sigmar got for spice?
Hammer of Sigmar. It's a casting number 5 half action. Your hammer's imbued with Sigmar's power. Technically, it says your hand weapon, which must be a hammer, counts as having the impact quality and is magical for 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
I would. So yeah, there's that. It's got they've got armor of righteousness.
There it is. Roll
There
Ulrich Fury. Roll.
On the test.
Armor of righteousness is a casting number 6, casting time full action, but you gain +1 AP on all points.
Yeah, that's a good.
They have healing hand, which is absurd, by the way. It's 1 full action and 1 half action. It's casting number 12, so it's quite a bit. So you can't do it as like a priest. You can't do it as a priest, but you can do it as an anointed priest. Your touch heals an injured character with 1d10 wounds. You can also heal yourself, which you could, theoretically do an unlimited amount of times.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that Law of Sigmar gets a healing spell is actually really fucking strong. Beacon of Courage, casting number 14 is a half action. Any frightened or terrified ally who can see you is inspired by your faith and bravery. Such characters immediately recover and can now act normally.
Mm-hmm.
Comet of Sigmar is a casting number 16, half action. You throw a fiery missile that takes the form of Sigmar's famed twin-tailed comet. A Comet of Sigmar is a magic missile with damage 6 with a 24-yard range. And Soulfire is a casting number 20 half action that you center a large template on yourself. Those affected take a damage 3 hit. Undead and demons have it even worse, suffering a damage 5 hit, and armor offers no protection against Soulfire.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a spell from Lore of Heavens. Fortune's Renewal. The movements of the heavens reveal portentous times. The target of the spell regains his full complement of fortune points immediately, in advance of the start of the next day. However, that character will not regain fortune points again at the start of the next day. He has already regained them. The following day, he will regain fortune points normally. The spell cannot be cast on the same target again unless he has recovered fortune points normally at the start of a day. So you get your fortune points early, but you don't get it the next day.
Okay. There is also the Law of Ulrich. That's a really cool one. It is like the Law of Sigmar is like very sort of defensive focused. I feel the fucking Law of Ulrich is you fucking beat people to death with the fucking great axe, basically.
Many both at the same time. It's pretty cheesy. Mm-hmm. Check out Myrmidons, it's great.
Let me have a quick look. So I'm going to go through the Law of Ulrich because it's fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Winter's Chill, casting number 5, half action. Any enemies attacking you in melee combat suffer a -10 penalty to their weapon skill, which is not bad. Basically offsets the outnumbered penalty for like 2 to 1. Battle Fury, casting number 7, full action. For a number of minutes equal to your magic characteristic, you gain a +1 bonus to your attacks characteristic. Whilst Battle Fury is in effect, you must charge the nearest enemy in melee combat, and it's basically the Berserk thing, but you gain +1 attack as opposed to the other bonuses. Howl of the Wolf is a 11 half action. Until the next turn, any allies within 24 yards can attack twice during a charge attack, regardless of their attack characteristics. If only we had a Priest of Ulrich during that Skaven fight against the Stormvenom, we just all charge in with 2 attacks.
Yeah, pretty degenerate. Hello, gamer.
You've got Ulrich's Gift. For the next hour, the target of this spell counts as having the Frenzy talent, which is a 1 full action, 1 half action, casting number 15. Heart of the Wolf, casting number 18, 1 full action, 1 half action again, so pre-buffs, I would assume. For 1 minute, any allies within 24 yards of you automatically pass any fear or terror tests they are required to make, and become immune to the effects of the Intimidate skill and the Unsettling talent. And then Ice Storm, cast number 20, half action. You any enemy within 48 yards takes a damage 5 hit and must make a successful willpower test or be stunned for 1 round. Which is you summon a large template up to 48 yards away. And the fact that's a half action is actually absurd. I tell you what, I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward. I mean, I know it's a riding horse, but I like the idea of riding into battle on the horse.
Oh, right, because you probably need like a special horse so it won't get scared in combat.
I don't think so. Let me have a quick look.
You don't need the Grail Knight horse. I think this one's just fine.
Yeah, you don't need Destriers or light war horses. You can just use riding horses. But
yeah, because
of
now
course they are.
I started thinking like you had your idea for like being a switch hitter, but I thought like, what if I cosplayed as a Mongolian archer cavalry?
That was great.
That'd be pretty cool. It'd be a nice juxtaposition to the fact that I'm gonna be hoping to have Siegfried go into like full like mounted knight territory.
And then you have me, who's pretty much the stand still and shoot.
Yeah, but you have a horse now, so you can also stand still on top of the horse and shoot.
I will say, riding horses are actually fairly durable. They have 12 wounds. They can't attack because they have 0 attacks, but you know.
What a scam! Oh yeah, wait. You can use your magic to give them attacks as a Sigmar priest. They know how to attack.
No, yeah, Law of Ulrich. You give them. They get an extra attack. You charge.
I found the Lord of Heaven spell that I was looking for. It is not in 2nd edition because it was added into the tabletop's 9th edition. It looks like or something. Anyways, it's called the Comet of Cassandora.
I know that spell.
So it's, to describe it for the people that don't know, it's basically a Lord of Heaven astrally projects themselves into the past, back into like the asteroid field.
Yeah.
And basically just like taps an asteroid just right, so that it hits the fucker that you want it to hit when you want it to hit him.
Yes, I planned for this all along. What the fucking boom! And fucking asteroid just slams down into the.
But because of how Lord of Heavens works, you just like, you've done it already.
Exactly. Look, just because I didn't know you existed until 3 minutes ago doesn't mean this is bullshit. No, I planned this all along.
Yeah. One of my favorite things is when I was playing this, my DM, we decided we wanted to go to the Lord of Heavens, and we walk in. It's like, oh, you're here for your appointment? Like, what? It's like, oh, we divided that you were coming, so we already made your appointment. It's like, oh, what about payment? Oh, we know you're gonna pay. It's cool.
That's
what?
Or
Yeah,
worst case, we already know you're not going to pay. Please leave.
Mhm.
Pretty
I
much.
think I'm right with that. Yeah, I am. Okay, cool.
Sounds funny, actually.
Yeah, if mounted, the character may use the animal's movement characteristic instead, so you still use your own action. Seems like the mounted combat rules are actually fairly simple, which is quite nice for a change.
Simple and, I mean, fair as well, if you think about it.
Yeah,
What do you
like
mean?
that is still like a really big advantage. Like a riding horse is what movement 8, so it's
Oh, yeah.
double our
Mhm.
move. But of course, you can still like charge while on a horse. So
16 movement straight forward. Also, you should use a lance, by the way, because that's +1 damage and impact. To
yeah,
be fair, it's got the tiring, so you only get impact on the first round, but it's still great.
that would actually be really good. Open up with the lance and then use quick draw to switch to the sword.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's meant to. You charge in, smack them, get absurd damage, and pull out the sword.
Yeah. Oh no, honestly, I
case-
might have to do that.
Speaking of which, in case you're wondering about Ekmar Sparker and the bullshit he did,
Yeah.
well, yes, I will openly admit that was a bit of damn fiat.
Yeah.
It was also, like, technically there's no mechanics for it, but the fucker has a number of warp batteries implanted in him.
I mean,
Like-
I think, yeah, it's perfectly reasonable.
Like-
there was nothing out of character.
Oh, is
there.
that what I hit?
No, you hit the Gracier. Both
What
of them were
kind of
gone after the
motive?
explosion. And that is where I'm leaving that.
Questionable.
Okay, yeah, he's coming back.
I'm calling it. He's coming back. He's going to be our nemesis. We're going to be in the middle of fighting the beastman, and the camera's just going to cut to him going, "You thought it was dead."
The camera just we were about to beat up a random rat, and he fucking parries the blow. It is me again.
A bloodletter is about to crush you guys, or bloodletter?
Bloodgorger? No, man, I
Bloodthirster?
don't know.
Bloodthirster.
Yeah.
Is about to like crush you guys, and it just fucking falls over dead. And Ekmar Sparker standing on his back is like, "No, I will be the one to kill you."
We're in an opera or something, and suddenly like a fucking piano drives into the scene, and he just
we get the savior pop up instead of like it being like definite. It's savior with a question mark.
It's so I actually think I've had that happen once in Shadow of War. Is one of my nemesis has killed a fucker that was about to kill me.
Wait, what the fuck? Have I been doing it? We've been doing the movement slightly wrong.
So?
Combat movement in yards. So the characteristic is not the amount that you move in like yards/squares. 4 is in fact 8. Apparently,
so
isn't that right?
Double, I guess.
Yeah,
Oh well.
I think.
I mean, we've all been doing it wrong, so that's only fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me have a quick
Wait,
look.
you
Actually,
guys
'cause-
move?
right. So yeah, so
But yeah,
yes.
So, but Ekmar
The fuck?
Sparker, like it actually says, he doesn't eat, sleep, or drink. He literally just runs off of warp energy at this point.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Oh right. What the fuck is going on with the fucking thing? Because like the table's telling me one thing, the sheet's telling me another.
I don't know. I'm just under the ruling of if we keep it consistent, at least between fights, then that's
Yeah, that's
best.
what's important.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, combat movement in. The fuck? Yeah, let me just quickly just post the table because I'm so fucking confused now.
Mm-hmm. Crime lord roll. You know, that has a good ring to it. Blessed.
Let's see. What gives me a motherfucking quick draw? Not highwaymen.
I mean, if need be, we can always use the flavor that Siegfried can teach Rolf how to do that using whatever the ruling was.
I mean, you still have to get enough weapon for it to be worth it as well, so it'll be a while, I think.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, I've thought about the the idea of open the round with shot from a pistol, switch to bow,
Mhm.
and whatnot. But yeah, like
Mhm. To be
normally,
fair, I think Outlaw gets the Master Engineer or something like that.
highwaymen, yeah.
Yeah,
that's
they,
why that's also just why you do the whole brace of pistols thing.
Mhm.
yeah, just start firing them off one at a time, and then just switch
Mhm.
using quick draw.
Yeah, but highwayman doesn't get quick draw, only outlaw chief. So that's
Well, that's
way
what.
built.
Yeah, well, that's what I was suggesting because Siegfried has quick draw. So
Mhm.
Yeah, technically I could pay 200 to get it
To
slightly
be,
earlier.
to be fair, also, if you get the Master Gunner, you reduce it again by one action or so, so it's down to half an action to reload.
Yeah,
But that's still a bit. Yeah, I think you should try and get your hand on a shotgun or something like that, because I think that would be okay even if it takes a bit to reload.
I certainly regret spending the XP to get some range talents because I
But
just
yeah.
say I'm not going to bother with it.
But I mean, I feel like you having a horse means you could like position yourself for shotguns really well.
Yeah, there's an option for that.
Quick bro.
So in one of my games when I was playing a halfling outlaw, I had a shotgun, and so me and the dwarf hid in a coffin that was being shipped to what we thought was a Nurgle cult.
Yeah.
And I had to step away for a moment, and it's probably a good thing because when I got back, the dwarf was out of the coffin talking to the farmers who were totally not cultists. Like they were actually not cultists, and my character was ready to just fucking blast whoever was out on the other side of the coffin. So that would have just been. Imagine you're a farmer and like your crate shows up, and then like just this
Angry halfling with a shotgun.
angry halfling with a shotgun pops out and just blasts you in the face.
Nice.
Just imagine that, like, man, it's been a bad day. I slept poorly. Like, my sister's angry at me. It looks like gonna be a bad like harvest. But at least I can get this crate of food. Angry halfling with a shotgun.
Anyways, who's up for playing something?
I need to bounce
There you go.
to prepare for
There's one
work
in that
tomorrow.
coffin with the dwarf.